You're listening to Seattle Real Estate Podcast.
Walmart is in the process of creating not only their own cryptocurrency, but their own NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So what's this all about? It's part of Walmart quietly preparing to enter the Metaverse. When you heard that Facebook went from Facebook to Meta, what'd you think of that name? Yeah, I thought the same. Ridiculous. These are the shifts that are going on. When you've got Walmart kind of doing its own thing, they're getting out ahead here. They're filing a number of patent applications. We're going to go through some of them. What does this all mean? To me, this is all about going to online currency, digital currency, no longer having cash, a cashless society. And that's one of those things that everybody kind of talks about, like, is that the future? Is that really going to happen? It's in the process right now. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what Walmart is up to as far as the Metaverse goes. We'll take a look at some of those patent applications, see what the dealio is, and we'll talk about it. Before we jump on in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sean Reynolds. I own a couple of real estate companies, and I read the news from that perspective. All right, now let's get into it and see what we've got going on. Walmart appears to be venturing into the Metaverse with plans to create its own cryptocurrency and collection of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. Have you guys heard about the whole NFT thing? I'm sure you have. But a lot of you are probably like, yeah, but I don't really know what that is. Don't worry. I've done some research on it, and I've got friends who have bought some, but I'm kind of like, all right, what do I really get for my money here? What do I get? Well, you get an online version that's the original that you get to take ownership of. And at that point in time, I'm like, okay, what do I physically get? What do I get for my money? Well, it's like a stock, Sean. Okay. And a lot of it has to do with art, right? With these exclusive, they're taking an exclusive piece of art and make it into an NFT. And then that NFT is worth just $1 bazillion because people want the NFT, not as much as the original, but sometimes it's just a ton. So the big box retailer filed several new trademarks. If I said patents earlier, it was trademarks late last month that indicate its intent to make and sell virtual goods, including electronics, home decorations, toys, sporting goods, and personal care products. In a separate filing, the company said it would offer users a virtual currency as well as NFTs. Well, because that's going to make their whole integration of their complete online system just that more in place, right? Hey, and we've got our own cryptocurrency you can take advantage of. According to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Walmart filed for the applications on December 30th, right before the end of the year. I was in the throes of coronavirus at that point in time. Not fun. My Christmas and New Year's Eve, not a good time, but I survived it, and that's what matters, right? We've got a USPTO trademark application in which Walmart is looking at getting financial services, namely providing a digital currency and a digital token of value for use by members on an online community via a global computer network. So that's how they are envisioning these products being used. And yeah, you got some major changes coming, right? You got some major changes, whether they're good or not. I think that's a lot of what is open to discussion. In total, 7 separate applications have been submitted. In a statement, Walmart said it's continuously exploring how emerging technologies may shape future shopping experiences. It declined to comment on the specific trademark filings. We are testing new ideas all the time, the company said. Some ideas become products or services that make it to customers, and some we test, iterate, and learn from. You hear that oftentimes. You hear big companies trying out something. I mean, Zillow tried out the iBuyer market, and look how that worked out. not so well. But that has to do with more of the market and, some of the things that they kind of didn't quite accurately do or didn't have the ability to accurately do. Basically, what they're saying on that is their ability to predict pricing, which is interesting because they have a Zestimate for every home in the United States. But I digress. So here's another trademark application. This one is kind of a catch-all for just about damn near everything that they probably already sell already, right? So we've got online retail store services featuring virtual merchandise. Namely, we've got electronics, appliances, indoor and outdoor furniture, home decor, toys, sporting goods, outdoor recreation, health, beauty and personal care products, household essentials, apparel, patio, garden lawn care, landscaping products, home improvement products, grilling products, entertainment recordings, video games, books, publications, musical instruments, office supplies, arts and craft supplies, holiday and celebration supplies, jewelry, and not last, but last in this list, pet products. So does that pretty much cover damn near everything that Walmart sells at its store? Certainly feels like it. Do they have tools in there? Did I read tools? I read garden and lawn. I mean, I'm sure it's just the partridge in a pear tree, right? So a trademark attorney said, that's super intense. There's a lot of language in these, which shows that there's a lot of planning going on behind the scenes about how they're going to address the cryptocurrency, how they're going to address the metaverse, and the virtual world that appears to be coming or that's already here. I think it's already here. I think it's a matter of applications being created to make the metaverse actually work with our daily lives. I think that is what is happening. And I think that is exactly what Walmart is working on here. Maybe they don't know the exact, machinery to make all of this go. But these are the initial, stage setting type actions that they're taking. So here's another trademark application. Downloadable software for use in managing portfolios of digital currency, virtual currency, cryptocurrency, digital blockchain assets, digitized assets, digital tokens, crypto tokens, and utility tokens, downloadable software for electronic wallet services, downloadable e-wallets, anything to do with virtual currency, right? They're going to have their own trademark application for their own application of any of those things, because that's the direction they're heading in. People want to tell you different? Well, take a peek around and see what's already going on. You got non-fungible tokens of just some videos, some crazy stuff. So Nike, they filled a slew of trademark applications in early November that previewed its plans to sell virtual branded sneakers and apparel. Later that month, it said it was teaming up with Roblox to create an online world called Nike Land. In December, it bought the virtual sneaker company 𝒆𝒂𝒕𝒕𝒍𝒆, which if you were thinking that was going to pronounce something different and not appropriate, it's not. It's pronounced artifact, and they bought that for an undisclosed amount. Why is everything undisclosed? Because it's so overpriced and it's so ridiculous that if they told you, you wouldn't believe them. I mean, I have no idea, but that's kind of the deal, right? All of a sudden, everyone is like, this is becoming super real, and we need to make sure that our IP is protected in the space. So companies are getting in line. They're hearing of other companies. I mean, if Nike does something, you've got to run out and do it, right? Gap has also started selling NFTs of its iconic logo sweatshirts. The apparel maker said its NFTs will be priced in tiers ranging from roughly $8.30 to $415. And bonus, they come with a physical hoodie. You actually get something with your NFT. So, mind-blowing, right? It's like, okay, so we're going to make all of these images into this digital online image, and that's going to be worth anywhere between $8.30 to $415. And then you get the physical thing that's all you used to buy. But now it's not the physical thing anymore. It's not the hoodie. It's not the hoodie. It's the NFT. That's what you're really looking for. That's what you're looking to buy. Wild, right? Meantime, both Under Armour and Adidas NFT debuts sold out last month. They're now fetching sky-high prices on the NFT marketplace, OpenSea. Of course they are, because all this stuff is going to the moon. It just, let's see. What exactly is it? It's a digital image of the original that you have ownership of. All right. How does that have any value? Well, other people apparently want it as well. Why? Well, because it has value. I mean, that seems to be, it's down the road. You can sell it for more. Okay. All right. That seems to be the road we're going down, because the actual thing itself is a digital image, right? Crazy. Gerben said that apparel retailers, Urban Outfitters, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie and Fitch have also filed trademarks in recent weeks detailing their intent to open some sort of virtual store. Everybody's getting in on this game, right? Because this is the direction we're heading. I don't understand the full mechanics of it, but I'm learning along the way. And before this story, earlier today, I was reading about some kid who put up a series of pictures, like selfies from over a 5-year span. And he sold his collection of pictures, his NFT that was created into an NFT. He sold that for $3 million. So it's those stories that I kind of sit here and go, that makes absolutely no sense. Therefore, I need to podcast about that. Because if it's happening for a reason. All these stores, they're not bringing out their own NFTs and their own cryptocurrencies just for fun. They're not creating this stuff for your better well-being as a consumer. We're going to make this a better consumer experience for you. In other words, you're going to be able to buy more stuff. And you're going to be able to buy it with, boop, on your phone, with your cryptocurrency purchase. It's going to be, everything's going to be streamlined. And, that seems to be the way we're heading. Launching NFTs allows for businesses to tokenize physical products and services to help reduce online transaction costs, it said. All right, we're going to spin this with cost savings. All right. And for luxury brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, NFTs can serve as a form of authentication for tangible and more expensive goods, CB Insights noted. All right. I mean, that part of it I can wrap my head around, but how much should you be paying for something that literally lets you authenticate your hard in this real life, not metaverse, something you can actually put your hands on? What should that cost, that NFT cost that establishes the originality of the product? Not more than the original product. And yet so much of this, we're kind of heading in that direction, aren't we? So I think it's a win-win for any company in retail, 𝒂𝒐𝒆 said. And even if it just turns out to be a fad, then there's not a lot of reputation damage, and just trying to something weird out, like giving some customers an NFT and a sweepstake, for instance. This is going way, way beyond sweepstakes. We are way past that already. This is a whole nother way of doing business. And it's a whole nother way of essentially living. Cashless society, for better or for worse. That seems to be the direction that all this is headed. And I'm not going to get into, is that good or is that bad? Because there's so many different facets of those arguments being made right now. But I think it's super interesting that a company like Walmart and all these other companies have basically already jumped on board, and they have already gone down the road of, well, we're getting ourselves all dialed in with cryptocurrency and with NFTs of our products that you can actually physically have right now. They're on board with that. I've thought about taking some of my content, some of my video, some of the chop stuff. It's a video. Somebody out there, maybe down the road, wants the original. I'm willing to sell it. Somebody pays me enough money. Yeah, why not? But in the meantime, you just got to, and I have no interest in doing that right now. I'm still trying to do the whole podcast thing and run a couple of businesses and not tank any which one of them, in succession. But I'll be following this storyline closely because this is business moving forward. This is how we're going to run our lives moving forward. Banking, days of walking into a bank, yeah, those are going to become, it's all going to be done on your computer. It's all going to be done on your phone. You're going to have no more. You're not going to be depositing cash anymore. Those are my opinions and the directions that it seems like we are heading. That doesn't seem like a far stretch, does it? I mean, and everything that you read kind of says, hey, this is the direction that we are going. The non-fungible tokens, those to me still having a tough time wrapping my head around. But it's because it's like, so what do I get? That's what I get hung up on, right? Well, you get a digital image or you get a digital representation of that. All right. What about the original? Well, you don't get that. And one of the stories was, the 𝒆𝒂𝒕𝒍, the tobacco card. My dad's collected a lot of tobacco cards over the years. And those are literally baseball cards. They were on the back of packages of tobacco way back in the day. T cards, they call them. And, I want the original. I want that cool stuff. Tobacco cards my dad showed me. I don't want a digital version of it. But then again, I never had the option when I was a kid of, hey, I'll take the NFT. Yeah, you keep that original. You know what I mean? Different way of looking at things, a different way of having a perspective on things. And I'll be talking more about NFTs moving forward because this is something that is not going away. And even if it is a fad, it's a fad that's going to be here for a while with us. And I don't think it is a fad. I think this is what we're doing. You're going to have to get used to it. Crazy, right? All right. That's it for me on this one. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for supporting the Seattle Real Estate Podcast. I will catch up with you soon. Till then, talk soon. Bye for now.